Welcome back. In this step, what we want to do is to make this add reviews method more generic. So what I'll start with is I'll copy it. I'll leave the hard-coded method in here for your reference for later. And I would start generalizing. I copied it and let's create add reviews for course. The input I would want to take when I'm adding reviews for a course is the first one is long course ID. So I would need a course ID and I would want a list of reviews that I would want to add. So list of review, I'll call this reviews. So the inputs that we would want are the course ID and the reviews that I would want to add in. So over here, think of it as if the course has 100 reviews and I'm adding a couple of reviews to them. So that's what we are doing in here. So these reviews will be added in addition to the existing reviews for that specific course. The first thing I would need to change is we are no longer restricted to 10,003. So I will pass in course ID. So the course ID, whichever we get in here, that's the one which we are using to retrieve the course details. And we are printing the details of the course reviews. And we would want to add a couple of reviews to it. So right now the reviews are hard coded. What we want to do is to pick the reviews from here. So let's loop around that. So for review in reviews. So what I'll do is first remove all the review to stuff so that it's not confusing anymore for us. So for review, I'll loop around all the code which is present in here. So I removed all the review 2 stuff and all that stuff which is remaining for is the review 1. So now I would want to add, I don't need to create a review because the review is already created and sent to us as a parameter. So this is cool. I don't need to worry about creating it. Add review, that's cool. Add review and review.set course persist review. Isn't it very simple? This is one of the things we really believe at in 28 minutes. The thing is, get something working first. So write hard-coded stuff or whatever way, get something working first and then you can easily refactor it. But make sure that you refactor it to the signature that you would want to. So think about how you want to design this, but you don't really need to code this at the first step itself. Have a view of how you would want to design something, but don't worry about taking a couple of shortcuts to get it working first. Once you have that working, then you would get back to making it really cool. This is also the basis for one of the important approaches to writing code, test-driven development. You get it working and then make it good. Get it working, keep making it good. And you do it in cycles, you will end up with really good code. Okay, enough theory. Let's get to the practical stuff. So now I would want to call this add reviews for course instead of this one. So what I'll do is I'll rename the earlier method to add hard-coded reviews. And I'll change that here as well. It's add hard-coded reviews for course. Now we would want to call the add reviews for course. Course repository dot add reviews for course. I would want to add reviews for which one? 10,003. And I would want to add a set of reviews. So we don't have the reviews yet, so I'll create a local variable reviews. Let's initialize a new array list and also add in the reviews which we have created in here. These are the review 1, review 2. So I can say reviews.add. I don't really need the variables. Reviews.add review. That's it. Now we have the reviews ready. Now I can call the method. So I'll just move this code a little bit down so that it's near to the other method call as well. Okay, so we have the reviews ready and we are trying to add them to 10,003 and let's see if everything works as expected. So let's save this down. We are not calling the add hard-coded reviews. What we are calling in is add reviews for course in the demo application in the run method. So that's cool. Let's kill this and run this again. What we see in the log is first we are trying to get the reviews for 10,003. So we are printing the reviews out. That's what we are doing in here. And before that, we get the details of the course. So we get the details of the course, we get the details of the reviews, and then we are trying to insert the review in. And when you are inserting the review in, you can see that since we have established the relationship between review and course, the course ID is going in as 10,003. and all the other stuff are being set. So we have 2 inserts here because we inserted 2 reviews for that specific course. That's cool. Let's see the data in the database. Before I refresh, I'll copy this query out and continue, please. Connect. Execute this query for me. And now you can see that nothing has really changed. So we have 2 new reviews which are inserted for Spring Boot in 100 steps. However, the change is actually in the background, right? So instead of hard coding it, what we have created is the utility method. From now on, if somebody wants to add reviews to the courses, they have an easy way of doing it. All that they need to do is pass in the course ID and say what reviews they would need to add. So in this step, we looked at generalizing the method that we have created to create the reviews. In the next step, we'll be looking at a couple of more things about one-to-many relationships before wrapping it up.